Welcome to the Raceland Ultimo Coilover review. So to get started, I'm going to keep this short because I'd rather keep the review short because you don't need all that crap that doesn't mean anything included in the review. Like that. So first off, why did I go with the Raceland? It was actually quite simple. I've had experience with tons and tons of paintball stuff, from doing product reviews to product testing to all kinds of crap. And when it boils down to it, I don't necessarily look at price. I look at the overall package. Like right now, Raceland is a company that's trying to build a name for themselves. So they take out the adjustable strut. They take out the front camber plate. It's still a true coilover design, and the shock still screws down the shock body, so you're not adjusting the right height via the spring. Awesome. So you're getting one big premium thing and losing one small one, the front camber plate, and the adjustable shocks. But by losing those two things, it pops the price down. Companies in Utah, not California, again, drop. No dealer program. That's a 20 to 40% depending on the product and the company. I don't know how coilovers run. Difference in price right there. No big sponsorship program that you're paying for. Boom. Again. So I saw companies like this in paintball that were trying to build a name for themselves, but still producing awesome products. So with that aspect in mind, I placed the order, got it in. One little hiccup, t-shirt was wrong. They didn't just make it right, they made it better than right. They sent me another t-shirt, let me keep the old t-shirt, and refunded my money. I mean, they don't know me from Joe Blow. They don't know I do YouTube crap. They don't, so it's really cool to see that there's still that passion to keep a company name clean. With everything thrown out on eBay and all that stuff, you get just horrible customer service. And it's awesome. It's great. Double thumbs up. You guys are awesome. So first things first, all 5 categories, well, are all worth the same this time. Some of my later reviews may be different, actually will be different, so you'll see that. Features. So yes, I'm giving this a 16 out of 20 because rated to everything else on the market, yes, these are cheaper and the other ones are more expensive, but these are still missing the features. For example, no adjustable shock, no front camber plate, which that I think is kind of pointless on these cars because they're really, really, really hard to get to. It's one of those set it once and leave it. No information on the website about buying different springs, replacement shocks. Like, yeah, you don't rebuild these, you throw them away, they're not adjustable, but there's just some features in there that I just think are just missing. Installation, 18 out of 20 because I had to modify the front coilovers forward facing bolt. Now that would be either of the 3 as you rotate that around. I measured the bolts. I tried to make sure to see if one was shorter. The sway bar just would not roll on. I tried rolling it on every single direction. I tried everything. I ended up just taking a hacksaw blade, knocking off the tips of them, and it fit fine. So it kind of does come with territory. That's why I'm not going to like bash the hell out of it for it. Pricing and presentation. Well, pricing, can't beat it. 20 out of 20. Presentation, that's why it stays 20 out of 20. You know what I mean? The pricing and presentation is amazing. You have awesome, easy to browse website, quick and fast shipping, pricing is dirt cheap. You can complain about paying shipping all day long. I don't care. I expected to pay shipping, get over it. So I'm moving on. So street gets an 18 out of 20. The only reason I'm knocking it 2 points is because it's harsh as hell on the street. And I do expect it to be rougher, but I still think with some R&D, they could have fine-tuned the spring rates, came up with their own stuff instead of using what everybody else is using on the market. And I think their rear spring rate is slightly different than a lot of the other people, but it is lighter. But the front spring is a 14K spring, and which is like stiff as hell, and which is perfectly fine because it makes the front more responsive, but it also makes the front really, really rough and tears the hell out of your alignment. But I expected that in ways. So it's kind of one of those, I lower it, but I don't lower it that much. Now this is the amazing category, Autocross. That is definitely a 20 out of 20. It's completely drastically, 100% changed the way my car moves. Before it weeble wobble and I'd jam on the gas and I'd face the sky and couldn't steer and I'd slam on the brakes and I'd go to steer and the rear end would come around and The car was horrible. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, it had good shocks and good springs on it, but a little good OEM. But it was ungodly horrible. Now the thing is like dead flat. I can blow through a slalom and it performs. The car is more predictable now. It it makes more sense to me. The feedback I'm getting from the car feels better. Now, I do know I'm not performing at my best because now I have to catch up to the car. Because before I kept trying to push the car beyond what it would do. Now when I push the car keeps telling me I'll go more, I'll go more. Um, I'll play it starting now. I come around that corner, and as I get on the gas, the car pushes out, and the car is, I call it floating because it feels like you're floating because you can still steer the car. You can still do what you need to do, but the car feels like it's hovering off the ground. And that is on the verge of just losing it, or at least starting to lose it. And it's a great feeling being able to do that. I did that 4, 5, 6 times trying to get through that little area without nicking one of the cones on the inside or outside. And it's an amazing feeling. This has definitely changed. Like sometimes I'd be like, man, I gotta go fight my car today with an autocross, and oh, I gotta go an autocross and cuss my car again. But now it's like tomorrow I've got an autocross race, and it's like, holy crap! I can't wait. I'm excited. That's why I'm filming this. Plus, the other video has been sitting on my pool. My install video has been sitting on my pool for a while, so I need to get that done. So overall, 92 out of 100. So A minus, great product. I can easily see this company taking its passion and skyrocketing. I do hope to see that later on they do offer the adjustable shocks, front camber plates. I don't care. Never offer those for all I care. But great platform, awesome starter platform. A lot of the starter platforms out there are non-adjustable ride height, and the ride height's adjustable through the spring, so you can't even adjust that much, because if you adjust too much, then you blow the shock, and then, yeah, people do that out there. They'll adjust the preload too tight, and they'll pop the shock, and then they'll whine and cry on Facebook saying it was a crappy coilover. Learn to install them. So go from here right now, watch my install video, and you'll know what I'm talking about. You'll know how to set preload, preset ride height, blah, 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 blah. But in this, I'd like to thank Cody and Devin over at Raceland because they were very helpful when I did have the one problem I did. And actually, as I was writing this review, not right now, I was recording it, but as I was writing it, Cody over at Raceland sent me an email and said, hey, do you like them? And I think the email's longer than that. I only read part of it. But I've got to say, that is awesome because I've been in the automotive industry for a little bit now, tinkering with cars, stuff like that. I was in the paintball industry for years. People aren't like that normally. Like, it's maybe because they're from Utah, not California. I don't know. But it's really cool. Like, you seriously took your time, and it wasn't auto-generated email. Like, but it's kind of one of those, like, it took me off guard. I don't know if you can tell by the way I'm talking because this part isn't written. And it was interesting because I totally did not expect that. Awesome job, guys. Keep up the good work. Keep it flowing. Keep kicking ass. Someday, I hope to see on your website your new t-shirts that you were talking about because I'm going to order one. And I hope to see some adjustable shocks, maybe some more features as you guys grow. It'll be beautiful. It'll be awesome. Keep kicking ass. I'm out.
Well, folks, it's time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.